figuring out what you want from life, who you want to be, and the type of person that you are. School doesn't teach you how to figure out who you are, how to do inner work, and how to understand your personality type, your personality traits. If we learned this in school, it would be so much easier to choose a job which aligns with us, to choose a career path that aligns with us at that current time, to choose friends, to say yes to things, to say no to nights out, to avoid people pleasing. If we were taught how to discover more about ourselves through practices like journaling and through practices like pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones, then I know that we would feel so much more comfortable with the person that we are today. Pregnancy, birth control, women's health. Did you know that natural fertility is decreasing as our society modernizes? It's so much harder to get pregnant than we think. I am not advocating for unprotected sex and unsafe sex. No, no, no. But as young women, we were told that it was very, very easy to get pregnant. We were scared. It was traumatized almost. Like, oh my God, if you have sex, you are pregnant. Bam. Even if you use protection, if you are not on birth control, you are pregnant. This was the narrative around pregnancy and birth control. Whereas this is not true. We have been lied to. As young women, we have not been given the proper education around birth control, around pregnancy, and around our hormones. In general, about 1 in 6 couples will experience infertility, which is absolutely shocking. But studies show that most couples have a 75% chance of conceiving within the first 6 months of trying. From there, they have a 90% chance of conceiving within the first year of trying. When we're younger, we're not told, okay, when you're ovulating, this is when you're most likely to get pregnant. When you're not, you are unlikely to get pregnant, but still recommend taking these precautions, etc. We are not told any of this as young women, and this needs to change, because instead of empowering young women, we are scaring young women into taking a pill or an implant or a coil every single day because we are so scared of getting pregnant, when in fact it's more unlikely than we think, and we should all have a choice as to whether we want to take birth control versus whether we don't. Young women are not given the choice. We're scared into taking a pill, and the whole narrative around birth control and pregnancy and hormones and your cycle needs to change. So I will always say seek medical advice, but also go with your gut instinct and do your research. Taxes, money, and money mindset. We all know that there is a lack of teaching on personal finance, budgeting, investing, and understanding your credit score, your savings, how you can make more money, how you can increase your income rather than just save, save, save. There is a lack of financial education in the modern day education system. I am 23 and I have finally started to invest. I have finally started to understand the importance of money. We're either told that money is super important and you have to hold on to it, or money is not important and you shouldn't care. We should all be striving for that financial stability, because what financial stability or financial freedom can provide for you is incredible. We all know money doesn't make you happy, but money sure does protect you in modern day society. And it is not a bad thing to want money. It's not a bad thing to save money. It's not a bad thing to be stingy or all of these negative things around money. Money is incredible. Money is energy. Money flows. When you can do your research into investing, into savings, into interest, how you can make the most out of the money that you have. Because a tough lesson to learn is when the money is just sitting in your bank account, it's decreasing, it's not going anywhere. Again, ask for financial advice, seek financial advice, and take yourself from a place of unknowing to a place of empowerment. This is something that I only did very, very recently, because I had no clue about taxes and money until I started my company, and I had to have a clue, and I was put in deep shit and I realized, okay, instead of being overwhelmed by this, I can actually empower myself with this and really get to know my money situation, really get to know how the system works. Don't wait until you are in deep shit with your taxes and with your savings, please. Speaking from experience, toxins in our bathroom, toxins in our kitchen, toxins in the products that we use. We ingest almost 200 toxins and chemicals per day, especially as women. The long and complicated ingredients list in your shower gel often includes toxic chemicals. This is said by articles and studies and Google, guys. We have toxic chemicals putting onto our body. We're putting toxic chemicals onto our body all of the time. These are bad for the environment as well as our health. They're used as preservatives. They disrupt our hormone balance, which increases the risk of developing breast cancer, skin cancer, prostate cancer. Now, I've done research on this. It's proven that these chemicals can increase diseases like this. So remove toxic chemicals from your bathroom and introduce natural organic ingredients into your bathroom, and just be really aware of what you're putting onto your skin. Our diet is everything. Our diet is not just the food that we eat, but it's everything we're consuming. The screens that we're looking at, the videos we're watching, the creams that we're putting onto our body, how we're washing our hands, the clothes that we're wearing. If we can detoxify these as much as possible and make them healthy for us, then we are going to become a healthier person, and school does not teach us this. Communication skills. Why aren't we taught how to speak to people, how to carry a conversation, how to light up a room? It's like some people have it and some people don't. Whereas if we were taught this from a young age, we'd all have the ability to communicate with confidence, communicate with success, and communicate a message clearly. This is an incredible skill to have. Emotional intelligence, understanding and managing emotions, empathizing with others, and building healthy relationships are life skills that we need. However, traditional education focuses a lot more on academic achievements rather than developing emotional intelligence. I'm sure you can relate to this. I mean, I was not academic myself at all, but I think I'm a person with quite a lot of emotional intelligence, but that doesn't matter in school. You know, it doesn't matter if you're emotionally intelligent. If you're not academic, then it's almost like you're not good enough. Nutrition, eating nutrient-dense food. We're not taught nutrition, we're not taught how to eat when these are the basic life skills. We're taught algebra rather than what food we should be putting into our body. We're taught about plant microbiomes rather than taught how to listen to our gut feeling and how to know what our body is craving versus what it doesn't need. I don't know why we're not taught the basics of nutrition, unprocessed food, whole foods, meat, dairy, high fat, proteins. It's a whole blur. I don't remember learning any of that in school. It's like we have to self-teach ourselves, whereas this is the base. This is the base to a healthy lifestyle. Female friendships. I feel like school gives female friendships a really bad reputation. I know that when I grew up, I didn't have the best female friendships, but I had some really, really beautiful ones. But usually we're around catty, mean female friends. But when you have females in your circle, if you are female yourself, when you have females around you, lifting you up, empowering you, those are beautiful, beautiful relationships that we should all prioritize and strive for. Now that I have the most amazing female friendships, I could not imagine my life without these girls. I could not imagine my life without these women. In your lifetime, I want you to prioritize your female friends. Prioritize these really close connections, because you will be so grateful that you did, because there's nothing quite like female friendships, female love, and just feeling so safe around your friends. Quitting, whether it's quitting your job, whether it's breaking up with a relationship, whether it's quitting a certain habit. We're told that quitting is bad, that quitting is a negative thing, that only losers quit, whereas it takes a lot of strength to quit something that you no longer want to do. It takes a lot of guts to say, no, I quit, and to know that that is good for you. And I think we should really be told that quitting is not a bad thing, so that we don't feel sad when we do quit. Again, it's back to point number 1 on self-discovery. So learning more about yourself, so that when you are questioning, should I quit this, should I leave this, should I stay, you have done the self-discovery work to know whether it's a yes or whether it's a no. Those were 10 things that school does not teach you. I hope you loved the video. I release a video every Sunday at 11 AM, so I'll see you next week. Bye.